Well, all but two Senate Republicans once again blocked a Democratic bill that would have made access to IVF a national right. It would have given healthcare providers the ability to perform and insurance companies the cover to pay for in vitro fertilization, regardless of state law. Remember, Alabama Supreme Court ruled in February frozen embryos outside the womb are children? It's giving women's healthcare advocates a bit of a pause, worried that decision would put the pregnancy treatment in the crosshairs of states with abortion bans. So they kind of wanted to get ahead of this. But both Idaho Senators Jim Risch and Mike Crapo voted no on that bill, both back in June and yesterday. And today, both senators referred back to what they said in June when they voted no the first time to explain why they voted no this time. Senator Crapo called yesterday's vote a blatant political show, a continuation of a pattern set earlier this summer meant to advance misinformation about Republican stance on IVF. Senator Risch quoted the top of a letter signed by 48 other senators in June saying Senate Democrats have embraced a summer of scare tactics, fear-mongering intended to mislead and confuse the American people. IVF is legal and available in every state. Flip those around. And that may be true, but that was the same way it was for abortion before the Dobbs decision, remember? So you can maybe see why certain lawmakers in some states want to be a little bit more, well, make sure it's a little more concrete. This past legislative session, for example, Democratic Representative Brooke Green of Boise, whose son was born through IVF, tried to get the treatment added to Idaho code when she introduced a bill in late March. But it was a personal bill and it was late in the session, so it really wasn't going to go anywhere anyway. It was about that time Republican Representative John Vanderwoode of Nampa, who is also the chair of the House Health and Welfare Committee, well, he made it clear there is no, quote, statutory obstacle of continued offering of in vitro fertilization treatments in Idaho. So there's no need for a law guaranteeing it, I guess. And, well, now there remains no federal law guaranteeing it either.